That's beautiful, Tim.
You know what? I also prepared my own, so I'm gonna go with that.
Why don't you come over here, Tim?
Yeah, come on over here, man. Everybody's gonna see you. Are you gonna need those?
I would just like a moment of your time, please. Please bear with me while I try and deliver my statement with as much composure and dignity as possible. As you're aware, the U.S. lost the last Ryder Cup to the Euros, quite decidedly. I want to congratulate Chris Lynch, the young Abe Lincoln of our sales team, my sales comrade, occasional friend, and golf rival on this victory. The Euros were a superior group. They were more skilled, had better teamwork, and were better prepared. Now, it's important I mentioned about being better prepared because there's a person whose role in the chicanery of this year made all the difference in the matches. This person's deviousness and cunning essentially guaranteed a Euro victory before the first shot was taken. That person is no other than Winston Churchill. Churchill! I did want to do this with some dignity, but... Winston, you old scoundrel. How could you do this to us? Weren't we friends? Don't you remember World War II? We helped each other. Don't you remember you'd come for your visits to the White House and we would provide you with brandy, enough brandy to drown a whale, and cigars that were the size of baseball bats, although that one's a little bit broken off. Also, what Winston's grand plan was, which the Americans could not overcome, was that they decided that they were going to play the Ryder Cup this year in, of all places, France. France, a country that doesn't play golf, a country that's known for its mediocre wines and so-so cheese, and a country that still doesn't like Americans. They can't figure that out. So what we have done is, I've got some good friends over at the State Department, and they have decided that, and they gave me some good intelligence and information, that the next Ryder Cup, when it comes to the U.S., is going to be played in a very clandestine site. It's going to be played in the home of the Maine water brain, Hoboken, New Jersey. As soon as Jackie and Tori can find us a course, that's where the next Ryder Cup is going to be. And that's basically it. That's my version of the condolence speech that I was asked to do by Chris.
Congratulations, Chris.
Now, I guess I have to read Chris's version. I've seen this for the first time, Mike. This is a lot longer, so you may want to take some seats.
Now you're on Instagram Live.
Good afternoon, esteemed colleagues. Sir Lynch and my president, who I know is watching via live stream, Hillary Clinton.
Just go on.
My name is Tim Roach, and I'm a proud American who blindly supports my countrymen, no matter what the case. But today is a very special day. Today is the day I get to tell you all how much I love the game of golf and my appreciation to the British for creating such a beautiful sport. It's a shame, as I do love playing, but I do still struggle to get past the ladies' tee with my new driver. Chris, if only I can hit the ball like you. Why do I have to do this?
Lost.
As some of you are aware, the Americans took on the Europeans a few weeks ago on the biggest of stages to compete for the greatest golfing trophy ever created, the Ryder Cup. This is the most important and prestigious trophy any golfer and golfing team can win. I stand before you a man humbled by the absolute thrashing the European team put on the Americans, 17-5 to 10.5. And what was the most brutal day for the Stars and Stripes since an 18-5-9-5 British victory in 2006. Is anybody writing any of this down?
Speak slower, please.
The Americans just couldn't cope with the quality of play of the Europeans, and may I add that my favorite player of all time, Rory McIlroy, putted just brilliantly. If I knew how to use Twitter, I would have tweeted him asking for a signed autograph. I don't. That's not fair. On 27 September 1920, Golf Illustrated wrote a letter to the Professional Golfers Association of America with a suggestion that a team of 12 to 20 American professionals be chosen to play in the 1921 British Open to be financed by popular subscription. This was the birth of what is known as the Ryder Cup. The The Ryder Cup's a biennial men's golf competition between teams from Europe and the United States. The competition is contested every 2 years, with the venue alternating between courses in the United States and Europe. The Ryder Cup is named after the English businessman Samuel Ryder, who donated the trophy. Oh, glad we know that. Golf is the closest game to what we call the game of life. You get bad breaks from good shots, you get good breaks from bad shots, but you have to play the ball where it lies. Thank you, Mr. Robinson. I have come to realize that the Europeans are by far superior in everything they do. We owe them for bringing any quality of culture we have here in the United States. For that, I thank my sales teacher, Chris Lynch, for joining our team and sharing his knowledge the past 2.5 years. Please raise your butter beers in the air and pay tribute to the far superior European team, Hillary Clinton, and Harry Potter, the greatest wizard of all time. God save them. Thank you. 2 years.
2 more years.
Nobody move. Come back here in 2 years. It'll be a different story.